Hi everybody, good day and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Pamela Noah, and if you're stopping by for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and please watch it to the end. It helps my watch hours as a growing YouTuber. So basically I post hair content, how to ventilate, how to make wigs. I also post like lifestyle and makeup, but yeah, this is a hair like content video. So somebody asked to like show what you need to start ventilating, and that is what I'm going to be showing in this video. I'm going to try to make it not too long so that you guys can just see. It's just like this is what I use as I do my ventilating business. Whether you want to do it for like you want to start ventilating for yourself, or you want to start doing it as a big business, this is just the major things you actually need. You don't need to go and buy like those expensive stuff, and you don't need to have everything actually. So if that's what you want to see, just keep on watching. Ventilating business, not the most, but like of course you can't work without it. What you need is your Swiss lace. I mean, this is like the major stuff you need. Everything is shy important, but like, yep, this is what you are going to be ventilating on, so it's actually very important. And this is like this type comes in yards. You can have it in half yard, you can also buy it in can you see the holes? You can also buy it in full yard. That is now for a beginner. If you're trying to start ventilating, like you're just learning, I wouldn't say you should go ahead and get this. I would say you should get the ones that are already cut and measured and all that, because you're trying to learn. And then when you end up, I've already started working on this and I don't have another one to show you guys. So yeah, when you are done learning, then maybe you can start like buying in yards like this, and then you cut out yourself and you ventilate. Now this is a 13 by 4 frontal nets. So yeah, one of them, the first things you need is your Swiss lace, right? And you can get it in, somebody was asking also, you can get it in any like shop where they sell hair stuff, either in wholesale or retail, or you can go online. You can, if you're in Nigeria, you can buy from Wig Tools, right? They sell hair materials and all that. Now the second thing you're going to need, which you can't work without, is your ventilating pin, right? Now this comes with I think 4 needles, a 1-to-1, that's it picks like one strand of hair, a 1-to-2, and then 2-to-3, and then I think 3-to-4. Now this I use the 1-to-2 to work, because I don't like my work to be, I don't like, now the pin picks depending on how many strands you want to be in a hole where you're ventilating. So 1-to-2 picks like, yeah, like around one. Sometimes it picks 3, but there's a you can control, but it doesn't mostly get more than 3, you get. So my work doesn't get rough. But if that won't work for you, then you can just try out. Whenever you want to start ventilating, you can just try out and see which one works better. 1-to-1 picks like one strands of hair, and that is kind of depending on how I work. For me, for say I'm ventilating with like normal human hair, I would use the 1-to-1. But if I'm ventilating with attachments, that is braiding hair, I use this one. It works better for me. But anyways, I just still use this for both. Whether I'm ventilating, I'm just seeing which one, like if I was to be changing, the one I would want to change to. And then the next thing you're going to need is your canvas head, or your dummy head. This is a dummy head. I wrapped it with like black tape, because wrapping it makes me see the holes more when I'm working, right? You can see instead of just like putting it like this. It's kind of harder to see this way, but when it's on this, I get to see the holes more. But some people wrap theirs with white stuff. Some people use paper, like they put paper and then they attach this on top, and then some people also use green tape. Some use green tape, but it just depends on what works for you. So find what works for you and then you do that. So yeah, either a dummy head or a canvas head. Now a canvas head is more expensive than a dummy head, right? This is around, if you're in Nigeria, this is around I think around 4,000 to 4,045 to 5k, but the canvas head is around 7, 8, 9, depending on the sizes also, right? So like this is the major thing you need. If you don't have a black tape, you can just use a black nylon, put it on it, and then get a tape like white transparent tape, and then use it to wrap this. And the next thing that you need are your pins. That's why they are here. So when you're ventilating, you need your pin. When you put this, you need your pin to be able to like hold your net together and all that. So you need office pins, either this one or the type that kind of has something like this, like a T-pin. I think they call it T-pin here, but I prefer to, I like to use this. But the bad thing with this is that it can it gets bent easily, so you are going to have to, so I'm talking about, it gets bent easily, so you're going to have to kind of be changing from time to time. So just make sure you have enough of them. Now another thing you need, which is like I said, everything is important. Another thing you need is your table clamp, or they call it G clamp I think, table clamp, yeah. So this is used to attach to the table, like if you're working. I use this. You can also use a tripod stand, you get, but this is much cheaper. This is just 500 naira. If you're in Nigeria, this is just 500 naira, and that's like $1, if I'm not mistaken, around $1 or less than $1, something like that. Yeah, so this is 500 naira, and you can use you can get a tripod stand. That is if you can afford, because tripod stands are much more expensive, about 6k to 10k or even more. There's these heavy duty ones I see that are like for 3,000 naira. And if when you're buying your tripod, you have to be very, very careful to make sure you're getting like, excuse me, make sure you're getting the original ones. Now the first tripod stand I got, it actually worked for me, but at a point I was making a braided wig, and I was trying to put this like very tight to hold the table, and this place broke. So I went to get new ones, and I got this, right? And at a point, this place here, I'm trying to make it to be focused. This place here became like it was slack. It wasn't holding anymore. There's a place you get to when it touches the table, right? Let's say you push it, this is like the edge of the table, you push it, and there's a place it gets to where it's just supposed to like go like this and then not move again, but it wasn't happening. It just kept on losing, and like even if I tried to tie, it would go like it's getting tight, and then it would just snap, something like that, and it was just bad. So I went to get another one, and I got the same type, but the same thing happened to the other one I got. So I complained to the person I got it from, and then I still went ahead to buy. I wanted to get like a tripod, but they didn't have it available in the different shop I went to. So I just opted to get another one, that's another clamp, just to try before I get my tripod. And then what I noticed with this new one I got is that this one has like apart from this, right? Apart from this, there's like something like this, like a screw inside. I want to show you guys. There's like a screw inside, so that is going to stop this from having the issue that this has. Okay, so if you're buying, make sure that you check for it. I want to loosen it so that I don't know. I want to show you guys so that you guys can see. Let me just bring it out. So if you're buying, make sure that it's can you see? Let me bring it closer. was noisy. Can you see what I'm talking about? Like there is a kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but not screw, but something to like hold it to prevent, for this one it's just this and then this. So I think with time it just kind of eats through the this stuff. So but for this, there is, I don't know, can you see? I want it to focus. There's this metal stuff too inside, like it's just like a nut and is it nut and screw, I'll call it, or nut and bolts, how do they call that thing? But yeah, to just hold it inside. So yeah, you need your table clamp, or you need your tripod, whichever one you want to go for, right? I think if you watch my first video on ventilating, I said I normally like keep my dummy head in between my legs, but this is, I don't do that because it gives me back pain. So I prefer now to like sit on the chair, like the proper chair. I work on the dining table, so I sit on the proper chair, put attach this to, let me show you, like attach this to the table, right? And then sorry, I attach this to the table like this, and then my dummy head on it, so that way I don't get the back pain anymore. Now the next thing you're going to need is your scissors, of course. Your scissors for cutting your hair, your scissors for like cutting your Swiss lace whenever you measure and you want to cut out for your frontal lobe closure or whatever. And then the next thing you're going to need is your measuring tape. Either you use this measuring tape or you get a ruler. Sometimes, since like I'm measuring like on the table, I prefer to use the ruler because it helps me to hold the net in place, while other times I use my measuring tape. The next thing you're going to need is your braiding hair, right? So if you're beginning to ventilate for the first time, you don't need to go and get human hair to start ventilating. You just get your normal braiding hair and you start with it. Now this is I'm using it to ventilate your frontal like I showed you guys earlier. So yeah, you just need your braiding hair to start, and it doesn't have to be long, okay? It doesn't have to be long. Just make sure that it's okay for you, for it not to be like not unraveling, but like coming out of your hand whenever you pick it. You get, if it's too short, it's going to be very difficult to work with, but this length is perfect to work with. And yep, I think that was all. So, and then you also need hair cream. You need something to put on your braiding hair, especially if you're working with braiding hair. You need like a hair cream to put on the braiding hair so that it doesn't break, because when you're ventilating braiding hair, it breaks easily than when, but if you're using like human hair to ventilate, don't put any form of hair cream or oil on it because it's just going to be too slippery and too difficult to work with. So the hair cream is only for when you're using like braiding hair to work. So I think that's all. Now for this dummy head, right, this is like too small for here, so it gets to like shake when I'm working. So I just put this inside to support it, and then I have a strong hold. So I think that is all. That is that for like what you need to start ventilating. So guys, if you watch up until this point, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and thank you for, you know, thank you for always coming back. Thank you for, like I said, you guys should be commenting. Let me know, ask questions, and let me know what you want to see. And please try to be watching my videos, like the whole of it. Like I said earlier, it helps my watch hours. I think I'm going to do, like for this, I'm going to do, somebody asked, so I'm going to do that in my next video, how to cut and measure like for your frontal, and then how to also map out your like hairline, because these other nets, these other laces, they are mapped out already. I don't know if you can see the green line, like for the hairline, they are mapped out already. So I'm going to do that in my next video, okay, or whenever I film it, but I'm going to try to make it not too long. So yeah, and I'm also going to talk about like the different Swiss laces, because I've bought this type like 3 times and they always come different. That's what I noticed. So I'm going to talk about that in my next video. So like I said again, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please subscribe and like, and then drop your comments if you want to know anything at all. Just drop your comments. I'll try to answer them. Like I'll try to reply, or I'll answer them in the next video. So yeah, yeah, see you guys in my next video.